Okay. Yep, guys. So I already told you, right? So the GitHub account. So AWS DevOps material. If you go to the AWS DevOps material, 360-degree freshers, AWS Linux batch 2. So in the batch, I uploaded day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, guys. So in the day 1, I uploaded all the images and the YouTube recordings. So this is the day 1 YouTube recording, and this is the day 2 YouTube recording. You guys get it from here. And so day 3, so day 3 recording. So this is the I uploaded here the day 3 recordings, guys. So this is the day 3 recording. And so day 4 also, whatever the images, right? The images also uploaded here only. Day 4, this is the day 4. So these are the softwares, guys. All the softwares are available here. You guys can go through it and download these softwares. Okay. So yep, guys. Day 4, day 5, right? Today day 5. I will upload everything, and the YouTube. What is that, guys? If you go to the YouTube and my channel, Tech World with Hari, go to the Tech World with Hari, and Tech World with Hari. Go to the Tech World with Hari. So there is a playlist, guys. So this is the playlist, AWS 360-degree freshers, AWS Linux batch 2. So here I uploaded all the 3 recordings. So understanding the OS, exploring the Linux types, so real-time environments, and the CentOS 7 OS installation. Yesterday also I uploaded the recording. Step by step you will see how to install the CentOS 7. Okay. So tomorrow, every day I uploaded here, and I uploaded all the details in the GitHub. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, up to 20 classes. Okay, guys, you understood, right? Yep. Yesterday, what we discussed about the how to install the Linux OS, right? So how to install the Linux OS. So right after installing the Linux OS, a default file structure, a default directory structure is created. A default directory structure is created. That directory structure having some purpose. Every directory having their own purpose. Their own purpose will tell you today. So what is that, guys? So Linux file system hierarchy and Windows file system hierarchy. Linux file system hierarchy. Linux file system hierarchy and Windows file system hierarchy. Windows file system hierarchy. Yes, guys. So this file system hierarchy is created while installing the OS. So while installing the OS, so see, right, all the C drives, snippet, new. So this is the directory structure for the, yeah, this is the directory structure for the Windows and Linux. So what is the directory structure for the Linux, guys? Linux file system hierarchy, images. So this is, yeah. So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. This is the Windows file system hierarchy. So every folder, so these all folders are created while installing the OS, Windows OS. These are all directories. So in Linux, what we call it as a directories. These all directories are created while installing the OS only. Every directory having their own purpose, and we'll discuss today. We'll discuss today. So first I will discuss So in the Windows, because of you will understand easily. Then we will move to the Linux file system hierarchy. So for example, users, what it is, guys? Users. So users folder is created. So users folder. What is that, guys? So user folder is so it contains the users for login the Windows OS. So Windows OS. So these are the users and program files and the program files x86 and the program files x8 a normal program files. This program files contains the system related softwares. This program file contains the third party software. So third party software program files x86 means so it's created the softwares while installing the OS, right? All the softwares will be installed on this directory. So you install the third party software. Third party software means Google Drive, Oracle Virtual Machine. So right, and the um, Oracle Virtual Machine, Google Drive, Putty, these all are the third party softwares. After installing the OS, so for your convenient purpose, you are installing few of the software. Those softwares are the third party softwares. So some of the softwares are system related, some of the softwares are third party softwares, right? So here also the same concept. Now you got it, guys. Now you got it, the Windows file system hierarchy. Now move it to the Linux file system hierarchy. So here we call it as a folder, here we call it as a directory. What this is, guys? This is a slash. Slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. What is that, guys? It's a parent directory for all the directories. So parent directory for the all the directories. Slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. Here C is the parent directory, parent folder for all the all the folders. All the folders. So C is the parent folder. C is the parent for the all the folders here. Slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. All the directories. Yep, guys. Next. So you install the OS, right? That time. So that time the bootable devices. So that time OS is installed, right? After that, if you start the OS, Oracle Virtual Mini. So Oracle in the virtual box. If you go to the Oracle virtual box, yeah. So you want to start the CentOS 7 OS, right? If you click the start button, so how it will start? It will start based on the bootable files. The bootable files, bootable means server up. So the bootable files will be located under the which area, guys? Under the which directory? The slash boot directory. All the bootable files information will be all the bootable files information location will be available under the slash boot slash boot. So guys, yesterday you logged in as a root user. Once you logged in as a root user, root user's home directory. So once you logged in as a HP user, the home directory, right? This is the, so for example, go to the desktop, git project. Yeah, you see, C users HP. HP is my user. I logged in as a HP user. So it will create the while installing the while creating the user, right? It will create the home directory for the home directory. It will create the home directory for the user. HP is the my directory. Here all are the desktop. Everything is my within the directory I have. So the same like as a, so the default user is created, right? So who is the default user? Root is the default user created while while installing the OS, right? While installing the OS. So default user. So root is the default user. Root is a super user. Root is a super user. Super user or administrator, user. So administrator, user. Root can do anything. Root can do anything. So root can do anything because of root having the all the admin privileges. Root having the all the admin privileges. So for example, guys, so Rakesh Master Vamshi or something like, right? Soumya having certain limit of permissions, but Rakesh or Vamshi having the all the permissions because of, so Rakesh and Vamshi are the administrators. So administrators, they are running the institute, right? They have all the permissions, but Soumya having the limited permissions. So Soumya will ask to the, if you want to do anything beyond Soumya, so they will get the approval from their management team, right? The same way as a, so root is the super user, root can do anything without permission, root can do anything. Guys, understood? So what is this? Root users home directory. So whenever you logged into the user, right, the home directory for the root user is /root /root. So right, guys, so while installing the OS, right, the some of the softwares install automatically, the system related softwares will be installed under the /usr. What is that, guys? System related softwares will be installed under the /usr. Third party softwares, what are the third party softwares, guys? So for example, third party software size, so 1 second. Yeah, guys, so system, all the system related softwares will be installed under the /usr. All the system related softwares will be installed under the /usr. OPT is nothing but a third party softwares. What are the third party software, guys? After installing the OS, if you are install any software, those all are the third party softwares. For example, Tomcat. So Tomcat is the web server, right? So we need to install this Tomcat, right, on the server. Tomcat is the third party software. Tomcat is the third party softwares. So how you are interacting with this OS, guys? So how you are interacting with this OS? So guys, Windows is the GUI, but so Linux is a CLI, command line interface. How you are interacting with OS, guys? Through, guys. So how you can interact with this OS, guys? I will show you this one. Yeah, this is. So how you are interacting with this OS? So we are interacting with this OS through the commands only. So we interacted with this OS through the commands only. How you can interact with this OS? You can interact with this OS through commands only, right? So it's a command line. So we want to, so where the commands is located, where the commands is located, the commands are located in the bin binary folder and the bin folder, binary folder and the bin folder. So these two folders contains that commands. These two folders contains the commands bin and bin. Bin. Bin is nothing but a super binary. So root user is the super user who will execute these commands. So super bin commands only executed by the root user, but then bin commands will execute by the normal users. Normal users are something like Hari user, Abhilash, Lavanya, Geetika, Mahesh, Siva. So these all are the normal users, right? So who is the administrator user? The administrator user is the root user is the administrator user. So administrator root user can access sbin and bin, but the normal users can access only bin commands only. A normal user can access only bin commands. So if where the normal users are created under the /home directory. /home, if you create the normal user, right, it will, if you create the normal user, the normal user's home directory will create under the /home. /home Hari. /home Hari. This is my home directory. /home Lavanya. For example, Lavanya. This is also Lavanya's home directory. /home Mahesh. So this is the Mahesh directory. This is the Mahesh home directory. So this is the Lavanya home directory. This is the Hari home directory. So yesterday you logged in as a root user, right? Root user and password is Red Hat. So then, so who logged in this server? This who logged in? A root user logged in. So once the root user is logged in, the root user's home directory is created from home directory. So we'll show you to the home directory. So if you logged in as a user, something like a Hari user or login as a Hari, password is for example Red Hat. So once you logged in the root user, right? So your home directory will show you. Your home directory will show you. So now you understood. So the normal user's home directory is created under the /home. So the root user's home directory is /root. So the bin commands and bin or sbin are the contains the commands. So bin commands only executed by the normal user. So these are Hari, Lavanya, Mahesh, and the root user. Root user is the super user. Root user can execute. Root user can execute only root user can execute sbin commands and the bin commands. Sbin commands and the bin commands, right? You yesterday we installed the voice, right? We installed the voice under this 20 GB. So where this 20 GB, where the hard disk information will be available? The hard disk information available in the /device. In this directory, the hard disk information will be available. So what is etc? etc contains the configuration. All the system related configuration files will be located under the /etc. Temp is the temporary directory, so we can use for the temporary. So what is the var is for nothing but a log messages. All the system related logs will be, so all the system related logs will be located under the var log. So all the system related logs will be located under the var directory. So media mnt. So what is media mnt? So mnt is nothing but a pen drive. I want to put the pen drive in the Linux machine. You can use the mnt. So I want to, so something like in my computer having the CD DVD ROM. The CD DVD ROM information will be available under the /media. So /media, guys, now you understood. So every directory having their own purpose. Bin contains commands. Sbin contains commands. Sbin only executed by the root user, but the bin commands will execute both normal user and root user. opt is nothing but a third party software. So system related, while installing the voice, right, all the softwares will be installed under the /usr. So the third party software. So Tomcat is the third party software. Third party softwares will be installed under the /opt. So /boot is nothing but a bootable information. If you want to boot the server, right? So run the server. So if you want to boot the server, the bootable information will be located under the /boot, the /root. /root is the, you logged in as a root user, right? The root user's home directory is /root. /root. So the hard disk information, will be located under the /dev. So /dev etc is nothing but all the configuration files information will be located under the /etc. /home is nothing but a normal user's home directory will be created under the /home directory. Normal users, who are the normal users, guys? Hari is the normal user, Lavanya is the normal user, and Mahesh is the normal user. But normal users can execute only the bin commands, but root user can execute both bin and sbin commands. So because of root user is the super user, root user can do anything. Root user is a administrator user. So administrator user. Temp is nothing but a temporary file. You can copy any of the temporary information. /usr is nothing but a system related softwares will be located under the install under the /usr, where all the logs information will be located under the log. So media, CDD, DVD, ROM, and MNT pen drives. So MNT pen drives slash is the slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. Slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. One second, guys. AWS materials. Linux material. Yeah, guys, I will upload this material also in the GitHub, guys. You can go through it and download it. What is it? Linux file system hierarchy. So Linux file system hierarchy. I will explain each and every directory here. So file system hierarchy. So file system hierarchy, Linux file system hierarchy. Linux uses single rooted inverted tree like file system hierarchy. So slash, this is the top level directory. It is a parent directory for all the directories. It is called as a root directory. It is represented by the forward slash. So same like as a Windows. C in the Windows C, the root directory. It is a home directory for the root user. So it provides a working environment for the root user. The same like as an administrator. Home, it is a home directory for the other users. It provides a working environment for the other users. So documents and settings, a username. Boot, it contains the bootable files for the Linux VM lineage and init ramfs grub files. Right. So etc, it contains all the configuration files, slash etc password, everything. The configuration files will be located under the slash etc. USR, by default softwares are installed under the slash USR directory. By default software is installed under the slash USR directory. OPT, it is an optional directory for slash USR. It contains the third party software. So bin, so bin, it contains the used by the all the users. Binary files, it contains a commands used by the all the users. So it contains a commands used by the only super user. So dev contains the device files like slash dev HDA, slash dev SDA. So these all are proc. You don't need a proc. So where it contains the variable data like mail logs, all the logs. MNT, so it is the default mount point for any partition. It is empty by default. Media, it contains the removable media, CD-ROM, pen drives, right? So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. So Linux file system hierarchy. Guys, now you understood, right? So I will show you practically. Yeah, right? So I want to connect this server, guys. Root Red Hat IPA. Guys, I will tell you, no worries. vi/etc sysconfig network scripts ifcfg nps 03. Yeah, here on boot equal to, we need to provide yes, sir. So we want to change it to yes wq. The same way I want to modify the adapter to yeah, 1 second, guys. wq is 9, right? So I want to give this to, because of I need IP addresses, guys. So that's the reason I'm enabling yes. I will tell you later. You don't know now. So init 6 is nothing but a reboot. What is that, guys? So init 6 is nothing but a reboot. After rebooting, I will get the IP addresses. Yeah, it's rebooted, guys. Read to Red Hat. Yeah, IP space A. I'm getting the IP address. So 192.168.56.105. So for example, guys, so now I'm minimizing this because of my server is located in the Chennai data centers. I want to connect it from the India, Hyderabad. So I took the putty. I will tell you everything, guys, no worries. As of now, you don't understand. So I will tell you everything. So the IP address is 192.168.56.103 or 105. 105, sorry. New session, I close. 1922.168.56.105 accept. Yeah, root, login as a root user, then Red Hat. Yeah, are you able to See the font, guys? No, right? I'm changing the font to bold 18. Okay, apply. Yeah. Now you see the the font, right? Something like cd slash. So slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. Yes. So what are the directories? Bin, boot, dev, etc, home, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, sbin, srv, tempo, usr, var, right? All these directories are there. So every directory contains inward purpose, right? I logged in as a which user? I logged in as a root user. I logged in as a, so which user, guys? I log in as a root user. So once you logged in as a root user, for example, this, you see, so you logged in as a root user. So what is the home directory for the root user? Slash root. Slash root is the home directory for the root user. Slash is the home directory for the root user. Yeah. So commands. So commands, how many commands are there? So the commands will be in the slash bin and the s bin. So bin commands, non-admin like normal users. Who are the normal users? Hari, Anusha, so Lavanya, Ganesh, Abhilash. These all are the normal users. Normal users only execute the bin commands. So normal users are non-admin users. So the admin users will execute both the s bin and bin commands. Who is the admin user? Root user is the admin user. Yeah. So the user prompt, guys. So whenever you logged into the server, right? So whenever you logged into the server, for example, this is the, so you server logged in. This is the user prompt. What this is, guys? This is a user prompt. User prompt is root at the rate localhost 12. Right, guys? This is the user prompt. This is the user prompt. So login name, the what is the root, guys? Root is a login name. So localhost is nothing but a mission name or a server name or a host name. So this is the mission name, and the tilt, the symbol is nothing but a tilt symbol showing the present working directory. So present where you are working, you are working on the which directory. So tilt shows the present working directory. Hash privilege. Hash is the user privilege. What is that, guys? Fourth. So fourth is the user privilege. Hash privileged mode. Root user can execute any command. So only root user having the hash privileges. So normal user. So normal user, guys. Who is the normal user? For example, I am creating a normal user. User add Hari. Pass WD Hari. Red Hat. Red Hat, right? So I created the normal user and I set the password for the normal user. Now I am trying to log in as a which user? Hari user. Hari user is a normal user. Who is the Hari is a normal user. Password is I set as a Red Hat also. Yeah. Now you understood, right, guys? You logged in as a root user. You logged in as a Hari user. So Linux is the multi-user operating system. So we can connect at a time number of users, right? So number of users. I connected as a root user. I connected as a Hari user. So Hari user is the normal user. Root user is the super user. Hari user is the normal user and root user is the super user. You see, so Hari user's privileged mode is dollar and root privileged mode is hash. So root is the super user, root is the administrator user, root can do anything. Root can do anything. That's the reason root privileges is hash privileges. So Hari users, so Hari user, Hari having certain limit of permissions. So which commands he executed? Only bin commands. Only bin commands will execute. A normal user. Sbin and bin commands will execute by the root user. Will execute by the root user. Bin and sbin. Bin and sbin. For example, guys. So cd slash. Now tilt is showing the present working directory. What is the command of pwd? Pwd is nothing but a present working directory. So now you are in the which directory? You are in the slash directory. So if you execute the ls command, I will tell you each and every command, guys, no worries. So the ls is nothing but a list of files and directories. So what are the directories are there? These all are the directories, right? Every directory having their own purpose. Cd bin. So bin contains the commands. So what are the commands we executed? Pwd command we executed, ls command we executed, right? So ls command So ls command, pwd command, you see. So ls command, pwd, all the commands will be all the commands are located in the bin and sbin. Let's check. So cd /sbin. Yeah, guys. So sbin also contains the commands, but sbin commands only executed by the root user, but bin commands will execute by the both the users, normal user and root user. I will show you the difference also. Okay. So boot, cd/boot. So what boot contains? Boot contains the bootable files. So boot contains the VM lineage, init ramfs, grub. So these all are the bootable files. If you want to start the OS, right, we need these files. If you delete these files, the server will not start. The server will not start. So right, /cd/usr. All the software, system softwares will be installed on the /r/opt. /opt is empty because of, so we did not install the third party software still yet. So right, and what is this? cd/dev. So dev contains the device files. Device means hard disk files. What is the hard disk name? std. So this is the SDA. SDA is the hard disk name, guys. SDA is the hard disk name. I will tell you, no worries, later. Okay, SDA. So and okay, cd/etc. What it contains? It contains all the configuration files. You see, .conf, 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 .conf. All the configuration files information will be located under the /etc/etc. So right. So cd/home. You see, so normal users home directory will create under the /home. So normal directories, the normal users home directory cd hari. So this is the home directory for the normal user, guys. So you see, so when we logged into, right, here you check the pwd where you are under the home directory. You are under the /home hari directory. Hari directory. The normal user's home directory will be created under the /home, right? So next, mnt and media. So those are pen drives and cd/var, guys. So var contains log, cd log. Logs contains so something like messages, mail log. All the system related logs will be located under the logs, var logs. You see, so these all are the system logs. These all are the system logs. So now you understood, right? cd temp. Temp is the temporary directory. We can copy anything in the temporary directory. So okay, next, what next, guys? The sbin and bin, right? We need to give the difference between, we need to show the difference between a root user and a normal user. So I'm executing the command ls pwd. These all are the bin commands. So what are the super bin commands? cd/sbin. For example, in the sbin fdisk, guys. For example, these commands will not execute as a normal user. Will not execute as a, so we cannot execute as a normal user. For example, fdisk. So you see, guys, fdisk command is in the sbin command. Let's try to execute this command fdisk/l. So what it will shows, guys, it is showing something like a permission denied. It is showing like a permission denied because of this is the sbin command. So a normal user can try a normal user Hari is trying to execute the sbin commands. So he will get the permission denied because of only sbin commands will executed by the root user. So only sbin commands will executed by the root user, and the normal bin commands will executed by both the users. For example, ls pwd. Yeah, it's working, right? It's working in the as a root user, as a normal user. These ls pwd commands are the bin commands, right? Fdisk command is the sbin command. Fdisk-l. Let's see it is working or not. It is working because of root user. So root user can execute the sbin commands also. Sbin commands, because of sbin is the superbin command. Superbin commands will execute only the root user. Superbin commands will execute only the root user. Guys, understood? So fdisk-l command is the sbin command. So executed by the root user, it get the information. While executing the fdisk command as a normal user, it is showing as a permission denied. Right? A normal user having certain limit of permissions. Root user doesn't have a permissions. A root user is accessing anything. Root user can do anything. Root user is the super user. Root user can do anything. Anything. Guys, now you understood? Guys, now you
Right.
understood? Yes, right, guys. Now you understood the Linux file system hierarchy. So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. 1 second, guys. I will save this desktop to day 5, right? Linux files system hierarchy. Yep, guys. Now you understood each and every directory. Each and every directory contains their own specific region. So, guys, yes. Now you understood the login name, mission name, present working directory, user profile. So, Hari at the rate localhost dollar. So, this is the normal user. Normal user having certain limit of permissions. So guys, so the commands, the basic commands. So, how once you logged into the server, right? So once you logged into the server. So this is PWD. You can execute the PWD. PWD command is the present working directory. What is that? Present working directory. So ls is nothing but a list of list of files and directories. Okay, there is no directories and files. Let's check. What is that? So yeah. This is the black screen, right? So this is the black screen. So which OS is installed on this machine, we don't know because of. So how many Linux machines are there, guys? So we have a number of flavors. We have a number of flavors of a Linux machines, right? For example, I showed in the second. Yeah, so these all are the Linux missions. We don't know which flavor of the OS is installed on this mission. So just you got once you logged in, right? It will showing the black screen. So which OS is installed or not, we don't know. How you can check it by using the command cat. So cat is nothing but a reading list shows the file, guys. I will tell you later. No worries, each and everything. So cat/etc red hat hyphen release. So this red hat hyphen release command is working for only the red hat inc provided softwares. Only the red hat inc provided softwares. Right. So what is that Red Hat provided? So Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora. These three OSs having only one command. So that is the Red Hat hyphen release. So but if you want to see the other flavors of the OS hyphen release. What is the command, guys? cat/etc OS hyphen release. It will get the which OS is installed. So this command will work on every Linux server. If it is a AX, if it is a UX, if it is a Solaris, if it is a Oracle, if it is a Amazon Linux, or if it is a Red Hat, or if it is a Ubuntu, so C Linux, we have free BSD, every Linux. So which OS is in the Linux version? If you want to find it the Linux version, so we can. So the flavor of the OS and version of the OS, we can use the cat/etc OS hyphen release, cat/etc Red Hat release only specifically for the Red Hat OSs. So if you want to see any of the flavor, you can use this command cat/etc OS hyphen release. So OS hyphen release. Guys, understood? Yeah. So yeah, guys. So in the hardware, so my laptop, I installed the virtualization. Then I installed the CentOS 7 OS, right? So the hardware and the kernel. So kernel is the art of the OS. What is that, guys? So kernel is the art of the OS of the Linux operating system, any flavor. So what is that? Kernel is the art of the OS. So kernel, if you install the kernel, so where you are executing your commands, you are executing your commands in the shell prompt. So what this is, guys? This is a shell prompt. What this is, guys? This is a shell prompt. This is a shell prompt. Echo dollar shell, shell, echo dollar shell. So which is this, guys? This is a bash shell where you are executing your commands. You are executing your commands in the bash shell. But so what is the heart of the OS? Heart of the OS is kernel is the heart of the OS on top of hardware. How you can communicate? We can communicate through the kernel will communicate hardware. So if you give the any command, right? So kernel take it and the hardware from the so from the hardware it will execute. You see, guys. So from the cell you are executing all the commands. You are executing all the commands. I will tell you. Yeah. So what is Linux? I will discuss everything, guys. You guys can watch it. So multi-user multitasking. So kernel is the central component of the operating system. It acts as an interface between the user application and the hardware. The main of the kernel to manage the communication between software and the hardware. Software and the hardware. So is the Linux is a Linux kernel or an operating system? So there is a difference between the kernel and OS. So kernel is the art of the OS which manages the core features of the OS, while if some useful applications and utilities are added over the kernel. So then the complete package becomes an OS. So it can easily said that an operating system consists of a kernel space and the user space. So operating system consists of the kernel space and the user space. Type of the kernels, monolithic and micro kernels. So what is a shell? So this is shell, right? So where you are executing your commands, you are executing your commands in the shell only, shell prompt only. So this is the bash shell. So shell is a software program. Shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access the computer. Shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. User can enter commands in the shell prompt. Yes, user can enter commands in the shell prompt only. Yes, ls, pwd. So shell where I executed the commands, I executed the commands in the shell prompt only. Shell prompt only. So which will be executed by the shell, since the only means communication through the cell is text. So how you are executing? So you are executing through the text only. ls, pw, these all are the text. Text, it is known as a command line interface. Now you understood, guys, what is CLI? So shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access the computer system. User can enter the commands in the shell prompt, which will be executed by the shell, since the only means of the communication through shell is text. It is known as a command line interface. And a shell is a command interpreter and serves as a user interface to the kernel. So types of shells: SH shell, bash shell, C shell, TCH shell, KCH shell. So Linux uses the bash. Bash is nothing but SH is nothing but a shell. BA is nothing but a born again shell, guys. What is that? BA is nothing but a born again a shell. Born again shell. Guys, now you understood? And yeah, you see, guys. So directly in the Windows, you directly shut down and start the buttons, right? But in the Linux, so there are the run levels. Zero is nothing but a init. Zero is nothing but a halt or shutdown. Init 6 is nothing but a reboot. As of now, you know only these two, guys. Don't worry about. I will tell you everything. So you guys can. I want to shut down my server. What is the command, guys? Init 0. Init 0 is nothing but a shutdown. I'm shutdowning the Linux CentOS mission. I'm shutdowning the CentOS mission. Okay, it's in shutdown state. Let's check it in the virtual box, right? So our CentOS 7 server is shutdown state. Our CentOS server is so init 6 is nothing but a reboot. Init 0 is nothing but a shutdown. If you want to start, you just click the start. just click the start. I connected through the putty, right? So I connected through the putty. Now I am trying to execute any command. It is showing something like a inactive because of my server is in shutdown state. So what is that? My server is in shutdown state. So that's the reason we are unable to interact with the shell. We are unable to interact with the server because of server is in shutdown state. So what is this putty? How you are connecting this putty? We'll show you tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, there is no class, guys. The class will continue from Monday. Okay. So you guys can install your CentOS 7 on your VirtualBox, guys. I will ask Monday everyone. So you guys, before that, you guys can watch all the recordings again and again. You guys can write it down your notes and whatever it may be, guys. If you want to write it or if you want to see it multiple times, you can see it. So the practice makes man perfect, guys. Whenever you see the multiple times, right, it will be easy to remember, guys. This is the Linux. So these all are the commands. So practice by practice only you will get it, guys. Practice the commands. Okay. So Linux is a command line interface. So you need to practice the commands only, then only you will get they will understand the commands each and you need to learn each and every command. Okay. Okay, I will tell you slowly, no worries. It will be very easy, guys. So very easy. The Linux is, AWS Linux is very easy. So you guys are also, in the end of the class, you guys are also understood. I will also tell you something like Linux and AWS is very easy. Okay. So thank you, guys. We'll continue from Monday. I will upload the recording in the YouTube and I will upload all the images in the GitHub, guys. So you can go through it and you can watch the recordings, guys. You can watch the first time, you can watch it without writing any notes. Then, so the second or third time, what you can do, you can write your notes. Then only you will remember. Okay.